All right. Welcome to our world-class engineer design solution project for team number one. Uh, our project will introduce ourselves for our company, go through our background, and then talk about the design process for making a world-class engineer and conclude. Here's all of our team members on our Zoom meeting working on the project together. Here is each team member, our major, and our hometown.
My name is Stephen Arteaga. My mission statement is, here at Number One Engineering, my mission is to facilitate the growth and development of world-class engineers by providing the tools necessary to develop the skills needed by a world-class engineer. I hope that by actively molding the rising generation of world-class engineers, I can allow them to make the world a better place by solving complex engineering challenges.
Hi, my name is Morgan Arnason, and my mission statement is that our company is a team of engineers working for the betterment of our community of future engineers by providing valuable information about the FAMU FSU School of Engineering. Our goal is to give support to future engineers so they can develop into the world-class engineers of the future.
Oh, it's me. All right. I'm Michael Fitzsimmons. My mission statement is here at Number One Engineers. My goal is to help aid and grow potential great engineers into their full potential through identifying their weak points and improving them. We're here to make sure that no potential engineering talent out there is lost due to improper use of skills. We want every engineer to be able to provide everything they've got to the world.
I'm Robert Klein. My mission statement is to help up-and-coming engineers learn about which branch of engineering they will excel the furthest in. And my vision statement is we hope to develop the most enthusiastic and marketable engineers available throughout the world.
Hello, I am Aaron Smith, and here at Number One Engineers, our mission statement is to create well-rounded human beings who have the necessary tools to become engineers. My vision statement is we hope to create engineers who enact positive change throughout the world beyond their own community.
So we chose some motivational quotes from people who are relevant to engineering. First one was, I've been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do, from Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest inventors ever. And then another great engineer, Henry Ford, said, failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. Steve Jobs said, design is not how it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. And finally, Bill Nye said, there's nothing I believe more strongly than getting young people interested in science and engineering for a better tomorrow for all humankind.
Intro to First Year Engineering Lab Project 3. The World-Class Engineer Design Challenge requires FAMU FSU College of Engineering students in the first year Engineering Lab to produce a design process that may serve as instructions for any engineering student who seeks to become a world-class engineer upon graduation from an accredited engineering program, and provide detailed manufacturing protocols to successfully produce a world-class engineer.
This is an introduction to the roles and responsibilities of each team member within Project 3. Stephen Arteaga is the project manager responsible of coordination, communication, documentation, and final review and edit and uploading of the PowerPoint. Morgan is the design process lead for Step 1, who coordinates the design of Step 1 products. Michael Fitzsimmons is the design process lead Step 2, who coordinates the design of Step 2 products. Robert Klein is the design process lead Step 3, coordinating the design of Step 3 products, which includes splitting up the task between others on the team. And Aaron Smith is the design process lead Step 4, in charge of facilitating the execution of the plan outlined in Step 3.
So some background on the engineering design process. We have our 5 key points in the engineering design process. We have ask, imagine, plan, create, and improve. Firstly, ask. Ask multiple questions to the customer. Get clarification on the problem that needs to be solved. Research existing and similar products. Understand and document customer requirements. Develop detailed engineering requirements. Decompose requirements from high level to very specific details. Identify constraints and outside requirements, such as government regulations, industry standards, hidden requirements, etc.
All right, background for Imagine. We like to imagine the perfect world-class engineer. We think of different ways to develop and produce a product. We create cognitive blueprints of the product, invent the most appealing and efficient model, develop creations that may even be out of the range of reality, reduce ideas to a few that are the best or most reasonable, blueprint the design in your head, and discuss with your team members first.
So our background plan is to lay out some of the final designs that have been imagined. Begin to bring any ideas from your team together. Prepare the design to prevent possible flaws. Optimize the design to meet all requirements. Talk with team members to see what blueprint looks most appealing. And demonstrate the general operating process so all members of the team understand the direction of the full design, or the design in full.
The next step of the engineering design process is to create. In this step, we will begin to execute the design that was previously laid out in the planning stage. We will observe features of the physical product and compare it to features from the planning stage. We will take notes on areas in which the product may fail to meet the necessary specifications, and we will organize notes into a format that can easily be translated into improvements during the next stage.
Here's a little background for improve. An invention / creation has never had its full potential on its first design. Therefore, we have the improve stage. After something is created and proven to work, you must test it to see what areas could be improved. This is where research usually comes into play, which can be used to find better ways of using a device. This is also a majority of what engineering do, or what engineers or the engineering do on a broad scale. Rather than just creating new things, they are finding cheaper, safer, and more efficient ways for things to work.
All right, the design process details for ask. Preliminary requirements documentation includes a world-class engineer will demonstrate collaborative and leadership skills. A world-class engineer will be dedicated and driven. A world-class engineer will be knowledgeable and continue learning and adapting throughout their career. A world-class engineer will have organizational skills required to stay on task and reach their goal. Finally, a world-class engineer will be creative and problem-solving.
Design process details. Imagine sample preliminary design concepts. First, a world-class engineer will be dedicated and driven. They will also spend more than just a few hours in schoolwork outside the classroom. They will ensure that they take advantage of all the resources provided to them before deciding that a task is too difficult for them to complete. They will also search for activities that improve themselves as people outside the classroom, such as a club or an extracurricular, and then they will avoid spending excessive time on unhelpful and unproductive activities. And finally, they will pursue a higher education by taking classes that challenge them rather than classes that just give them an easy grade.
So these are some activities a world-class engineer should do to be more productive. You should study 3 to 4 hours outside the classroom for each credit hour you are taking. Get to know your professors, attend career fair, apply for internships, stay on top of your workload with a schedule, meditate when you are stressed, speak with your family back home, learn how to manage your time effectively, use your classmates as study partners, build relationships with your classmates, Network in and outside of the classroom. Meet with your professors outside of the classroom to show true interest. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to ask questions when confused. Get at least 6 hours of sleep each day. Go to resume development seminars, go to job interviews, run for positions of university clubs and organizations. Continue to practice material you have previously learned, learn and develop new skills outside of the classroom. Practice social communication skills as often as possible. Keep in contact with potential employers you meet. Use your resources to get internships. For example, if you know anyone in engineering fields, set aside enough time to relax each week. Apply for scholarships each year. Learn about all of your available undergraduate opportunities. Apply for undergraduate research positions. Get to know the head of your engineering major. Join clubs or organizations that are just for fun. And remember to smile, it's important.